I would like to draw the attention of the Senate to the fact that I am the highest elected office in the Federal Capital Territory, where 4 million people live. I also want to call to the attention of the Senate that though I am in the committee of the Federal Capital Territory, whenever matters, critical matters like budget or anything to do with the FCT is being discussed, I am never told. All I see is that it has been brought to the Senate. Sir, in the Federal Capital Territory...
No, the civil senator, Ireti.
Please, may I finish speaking?
The other senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and that senator shall be prepared to move without notice a motion declaring that a contempt or breach of privilege has been committed. You have your motion. Okay, so we suspend it till tomorrow? Okay, so noted. Your point of order is in order. Sustain. Yes, Senator Ungo.
And I'm the only senator representing the Federal Capital Territory. And I rise on Order 10. Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and he shall be prepared to move without notice a motion declaring that a contempt or breach of privilege has been committed, or referring the matter to the Committee on Ethics and Privileges. But if the matter is raised in the Committee of the whole Senate, the chairman shall leave the chair to report progress.
And Mohamed Tahir Monguno, I represent Borno Senatorial District. Well, there's only one difference between the report of the Senate and the House. The Senate report states that membership of the Commission should be subject to the confirmation of the Senate, while the House version states membership of the Commission should be subject to the confirmation of National Assembly. In the course of the conference, the House version, which states that membership of the Commission is subject to the Senate approval, was adopted, and the House version was jettisoned.
Just repeat, because both of them are house. I know you were chief whip of the house.
I say thank you, sir.
I want to hear which one is
okay, let me
from
state
the Senate and which one is from the House.
In very clear and unequivocal terms, that the House version states that the chairman and membership of the Southeast Development Commission should be subject to the confirmation of the National Assembly. That means both houses have the jurisdiction for the confirmation of the membership of the commission, while the House version, in a very clear and unambiguous, the Senate version, while the Senate version states that it should be subject to the confirmation of the Senate exclusively, to the exclusive jurisdiction of the Senate for confirmation, the Senate version, and the Senate version was adopted.
Yes, Senator Barrow Jibril.
Function of confirmation of president's appointments are solely something that rests on the shoulders of the Senate. It is very clear in our Constitution. So thank God that they've seen reason to adopt the position of the Senate. So if the Senate version is fully accepted, I think it's in consonance with our Constitution, and so we should go ahead to approve the report. Thank you, Mr. President.
My name is Binos Yaro. I represent Adamawa South. I just want the distinguished chairman of this committee to explain something that I find a little bit odd. On the membership of the conference committee, the House of Representatives have 5 members. But on the endorsement page, we have only 3 members. So, the chairman usually says, I have eagle eye because I'm a chartered accountant. Perhaps that is so. But I'm just wondering why should we have 5 members as members of the committee from the House of Reps, but only 3 members as signatories of the endorsement page? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator Venus. As I usually say, for the eagle eye. Yes, when as equally observed by you, when this assignment was given to me and with the membership was given to me, I equally had cause to ask why the Senate is represented by 3 members and the House is represented by 5 members. Where there is very heated argument and it results into voting, definitely the House will have prevailed over and above that of the Senate. But because of our superior argument, backed by constitutional provisions, that is why our argument had the day. Maybe subsequently, I think maybe the office of the clerk of the Senate will guide us appropriately in constituting these committees so that we will have equal number of members in this committee. Thank you for the observation.
So, distinguished colleagues, I want to thank the Senator Mongunu and all the members of the House of Representatives who worked on this conference report, and to say that the item is just a one-liner, and so I'll put the question. Those who are in support that this report be adopted, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The conference report as presented to us on the Northeast, on the Southeast Development Commission is hereby adopted and passed. Leader of the Senate.
2024 SB 456. Mr. President, you may wish to invite most distinguished Senator Mohammed Bomai Ibrahim, Chairman of the committee, to move the motion for the presentation and consideration of the report.
Distinguished Senator Bomai.
Senate President, I rise on Order 10.
That distinguished Senator Bomai, the chairman of the committee, is otherwise engaged in some other program.
Can any other member of the committee take the report?
The deputy chairman of the committee, distinguished Senator Sita Ngu, will be the one to
yes,
present.
Senator Sita.
Colleagues, Mr. President, I move that the Senate do receive and consider the report of the Senate Committee on Federal Capital Territory on the 2024 FCT Statutory Supplementary Appropriation Bill, SB 456.
When a senator is standing, no other senator may stand. So just, we will come to your point of order. Yes, you said you moved that.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate do receive and consider the report of the Senate Committee on Federal Capital Territory on the 2024 FCT Statutory Supplementary Appropriation Bill, SB 456. I so move, Mr. President.
Yes, this is Senator Barrow Jibrin. Just the FCT Supplementary Appropriation Bill.
Well, my name is in this esteemed Senate. I stand to second the motion ably moved by Senator Osita Ngu in respect of this 2024 FCT supplementary appropriation bill. I so second.
Senator Ositango, you may proceed to lay the report. Distinguished senators should be invited to make their contributions before we resolve into Committee of Supply to consider the report. But distinguished Senator Ireti Kingibe move a point of order. So, distinguished Senator Kingibe, you may proceed with your point of order.
And I'm the only senator representing the Federal Capital Territory. And I rise on Order 10. Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and he shall be prepared to move without notice a motion declaring that a contempt or breach of privilege has been committed, or referring the matter to the Committee on Ethics and Privileges. But if the matter is raised in the Committee of the whole Senate, the chairman shall leave the chair to report progress.
Okay, read.
I would like to draw the attention of the Senate to the fact that I am the highest elected office in the Federal Capital Territory, where 4 million people live. I also want to call to the attention of the Senate that though I am in the Committee of the Federal Capital Territory, whenever matters, critical matters like budget or anything to do with the FCT is being discussed, I am never told. All I see is that it has been brought to the Senate. Sir, in the Federal Capital Territory...
No, the distinguished Senator Ireti,
please, may I finish speaking?
The other senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and that senator shall be prepared to move without notice a motion declaring that a contempt or breach of privilege has been committed. You have your motion. Okay, so we suspend it till tomorrow? Okay, so noted. Your point of order is in order. Sustained. Yes, Senator Ungo.
Ositango, Enugu West. Report of the Senate Committee on FCT on the 2024 FCT Statutory Supplementary Appropriation Bill, SP 456. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, you recall that in line with the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, the 2024 FCT Statutory Supplementary Appropriation Bill was read the first time on Wednesday, 15th May 2024. The Senate concluded debate on the second reading on Thursday, 6 June 2024, and the bill was referred to the Committee on Federal Capital Territory and FCT Area Council and Auxiliary Matters for further legislative action and to report back in the next legislative day. In accordance with Section 62, 80, 88, 89, and 299 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, the Senate Committee on FCT met with the Honorable Minister and other relevant officials of FCT administration and deliberated on the subject matter and agreed on the modalities to handle the exercise. Observations and findings. The Federal Capital Territory Administration proposed a sum of 98,500 million only for the 2024 FCT Statutory Supplementary Appropriation. 2.2. The proposed sum is to augment the following priority areas of the FCT 2024 Statutory Appropriation Capital Expenditure, as detailed below. The augmentation proposal is as contained in the document. Recommendations. In view of the aforementioned, the committee has recommended the sum of 98,500 million only as the FCT statutory supplementary budget for 2024. Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, in considering this budget as time was of essence, the committee has worked harmoniously with the House of Representatives to present one version of the report for consideration by the Senate. On behalf of the committee, I hereby present the recommendations for the consideration of and passage of the 2024 FCT Statutory Supplementary Appropriation Bill into law. Thank you, Mr. President.
I want to state that with the kind of work going on in the FCT, I don't think that we should waste time. We should go ahead and pass this bill as presented. Thank you.
Distinguished Leader of the Senate, you may wish to move a motion that we resolve in the Committee of Supply to consider the report.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues.
Colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded that we do resolve in the Committee of Supply to consider this report. Those who are in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
So please take note of that.
Distinguished colleagues, the Senate in the Committee of Supply considered the report on the FCT Administration Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2024 and resolved as follows. Schedule Part A, Engineering Services, total of 48.5 billion. Schedule Part B, Education Secretariat, 18 billion. Part C, Public Building, total of 16 billion. Part D, Department of Transportation, 16 billion. So the grand total with augmentation will now be 101 billion. Clauses 1 to 5 as recommended. Long title as recommended. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of Supply? Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The Senate Leader.
Mr. President,
That the Supplementary Appropriation Bill of 2024 for the FCT be now read a third time. Those in support of this motion say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk of the Senate. Distinguished colleagues, a bill for an act to authorize the issue from the Federal Capital Territory Administration's Statutory Revenue Fund of the Federal Capital Territory Administration's account, the total sum of 98.5 billion naira only for capital projects for the service of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, for the financial year ending on the 31st day of December 2024. Third reading taken. Distinguished colleagues, a bill for an act to authorize the issue from the Federal Capital Territories Administration Statutory Revenue Fund of the Federal Capital Territory Administration's account, the total sum of 98,500 million for capital projects for the service of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, for the financial year ending on 31st day of December 2024. Third reading taken and passed. Leader of the Senate.